Are you an emerging business leader? How would you like a full ride MBA scholarship? It's possible. The Ivy College of Business is offering a full scholarship for one standout student in the online MBA. This first Emerging Leader MBA scholarship will be awarded to one qualified candidate who is ready to start classes in the fall of 2026. Apply by May 15th. The link is copied below. Reach your full potential with the Iowa State MBA.
The Business Record News Headlines is brought to you by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University, where world-class faculty, staff, programs, and facilities come together to deliver business education for a rapidly changing world. At Ivy, students gain more than a degree, they gain real-world experience and the confidence to lead in any industry. Welcome to the Business Record Iowa News Headlines podcast presented by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University. This is your essential weekly briefing on local business news from across the state. I'm Business Record President Chris Conetzkey, here with our co-host, Business Record Editor Sarah Diehn. And we're starting with our Business Record Roundup, reviewing the top three stories reported by the Business Record Newsroom that you might have missed over the past week. Sarah, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Chris. WB Realty Co. and West Des Moines Waterworks have reached an agreement that will allow water service to be connected to an industrial building in the developer's new business park. The development is located near Purple Martin Lake in West Des Moines, which has been identified as a potential future water source, leading the water utility to draft a protection plan for it and its other source lakes across the city. The West Des Moines City Council approved the site plan for the building in December with discussion of possible conditions on the site. But at its March board meeting, the utility outlined requirements for WB Realty to meet before water service would be connected, although the developer already paid a connection fee. In the agreement signed by the parties on April 1, WB Realty agreed to 3 easements to protect the lake, including restricting certain uses of the entire 41-acre site by WB Realty and its tenants.
The Iowa Department of Education has released the latest graduation rate data showing 88.8% of students in the public high school class of 2025 received their diplomas. That is the highest graduation rate in the last 5 years. Among demographic groups, graduation rates rose for students with disabilities and low-income students and declined for students learning English. An interactive map and more data about graduation rates across the state is available online.
The West Des Moines City Council is taking another step toward the redevelopment of Valley West Mall and the surrounding area. The council recently voted to schedule a public hearing and consultation meeting to discuss an amendment to the Valley West Urban Renewal Plan that would add details of the projects and expenses. Negotiations on a development agreement for the mall are ongoing, and the identity of the developer who is under contract has not been made public. The Urban Renewal Plan, approved by the council in October, extends beyond the mall property to include the 74 acres west of Valley West Drive along Westtown Parkway, where there are vacant office buildings, vacant sites, and a deteriorated housing project. You can read all these stories in full and more news at businessrecord.com.
Next up is our statewide headlines with the news you need to know from across the state. And up first, the latest employment report from Iowa Workforce Development shows that Iowa employers added 6,400 jobs in January, led by hiring in professional and business services. Even with the gains, Iowa's total non-farm employment has yet to rebound to its January 2025 level of nearly 1.6 million. In the past year, the state's employers have shed 15,300 jobs, and affected industries include trade, transportation, and utilities, and leisure and hospitality.
The Des Moines Register reports the Iowa Senate last week passed its version of a bill to cut property taxes, although a final deal between the two chambers and the governor has not been reached. Bills in both chambers have advanced with unresolved differences over how far the legislature should go in changing the property tax system. The House's bill has passed through the Tax Policy Committee, but has not yet reached a floor vote. BioConnect
Iowa and the Iowa Biotechnology Association have reached an agreement to share leadership through a joint services arrangement. The association's executive director, Jessica Hyland, will now lead BioConnect, the state's public-private partnership for economic development in targeted bioscience platforms. BioConnect is also involved in overseeing the InnoVenture Iowa Fund, which is the state's publicly funded venture capital fund.
The Des Moines Register reports a Polk County judge has returned control of the Honey Creek Resort State Park to the Iowa Department of Administrative Services after the private operator did not reopen the resort by the March 12 deadline. In December, the judge granted a temporary injunction giving control back to Achieva Enterprises following a state takeover of the property last fall. The state said at a March hearing that it intends to seek a new vendor to take over operations.
Claudio Schabel has been named president and CEO of a statewide nonprofit for the Iowa Women's Foundation. Schabel joined the organization in June 2025 as vice president of programs. She's succeeding Diehn Cook, who began serving as CEO in 2023. The organization has also opened its 2026 grant cycle with applications being accepted through May 18th. The Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University is proud to introduce the Emerging Leader MBA Scholarship, a full ride opportunity designed to develop Iowa's next generation of business leaders. Full ride, full potential. Learn more and apply online at the link in the show description. That's our show for today. But before we go, we have a few things for you to take with you the rest of the week. One thing that's coming up, the latest episode of the Fearless podcast featuring Quad Cities entrepreneur Julie Martin is out today. Stream it wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find that on our website. One fun thing to know, Iowa State's park system was established 109 years ago by the state legislature and has grown from just 10 acres of public land to more than 72 parks and preserves today. According to Notes on Iowa, looks like the weather's going to be beautiful. Hopefully you get a chance to get out and enjoy some of those parks. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to our sponsors, the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University. Each week you can count on us for a dose of balanced news with the context you need. And if you enjoyed today's show, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday.